So, whoa. I see we got some tears over there. What did I miss? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault.
I mean, we're gonna get to know each other. Talk to me. What's going on?
You know,
Okay, you want the tortillas too, right?
yes, please. Well, my chair's already full with stuff. I am stressed to actually cook with Raphael because I know he's a huge chef and I don't want to do anything wrong and stress him out or make him be like, oh, I don't want to invite you to my kitchen ever again. That was smooth.
Thank you.
And also, I'm nervous about like what conversations we're going to have because now there's no one going to be in the middle. There's nobody around. Just gonna be looking at each other like, so this chicken smells good, you know? That's awkward.
Well, looky here.
So apparently we're not doing Italian today. We're doing Mexican. Yes. Okay. Typically, I'm the only one in the kitchen because they're good at eating it, but they don't have anything to do with getting it ready. So, regardless of your status, if you are not participating in the cooking, then you are outside the kitchen. There's only so much space, and you're only going to be getting in the way if you don't know what's going on in the kitchen.
They're getting ready to cook. You want to
Yeah.
get out of here?
Yeah, I'm ready to
So
go.
y'all can get out the kitchen, and for once, you get to stay in the kitchen.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Hopefully when you come back, there's a delicious meal.
But don't come back till called.
See you.
You have a recipe, correct? Mm-hmm. Could you send me that recipe? Mm-hmm. Read off the ingredients. As you go down the list, and I'll
Yes.
see if we have them.
Chicken broth, which we don't have.
Okay, so we're already kind of starting behind.
Raphael giving me somewhat of a hard time.
What are we doing with these?
For the chicken.
Nope.
I feel like he is constantly telling me what I'm doing wrong, and that can come off very, like, too much for me. Ground something seed, I don't know what that is.
Ground anise. You can buy the seed, so I take it we didn't get that either.
No.
Okay. So what made you decide to go with mole?
Well, I wanted to do something that I've always loved as a kid.
Okay. A little bit of nostalgia, huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha. My role in this endeavor with Pamela is to be the sous chef.
Oh, can you show me how to cut a chicken like this, please?
I will give her guidance where I feel she may be missing a step, but at the end of the day, this is her kitchen, and I'm just here to support.
Lies.
There we go. Just start your cut lightly there, yep. Ooh. Ooh. See here, hold on, hold that thought. Why don't you try this one? A little more for your hands. A little lighter too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Ooh. Okay.
Am I doing it wrong?
Ooh, you were doing it dangerously. So we'll work on cutting another day.
Okay.
We're not trying to go to the ER.
Okay. So, like, when we all ended up in the same household
Yes.
very early on, did you have any worries when Jay told you he was talking to some lady in a different state?
I wouldn't call them necessarily worries. I was just making sure that he wasn't getting into something that could be harmful to him. When you two were first starting out, there was disappointment there that the two of you would go for the jugular. There's always going to be a little bit of surface tension, as you're growing together, but going for words that you can't take back. You know what I mean?
I was diagnosed with autism in 2021, and I got tested because when I got in a relationship with her, she was like, yo, this guy's got, something going on, or at least I hope so. Like, let's get some confirmation.
When we would have like serious conversations, he would look away a lot, or his body language, because I didn't know he was autistic, made it look like he was a liar. And when we would get into fights, I would say, oh, you're so selfish. Looking back, I do wish I would have handled it better, because in the process, I ended up, hurting him.
But I'm really grateful that you encouraged me to get the autism diagnosis, because it's been super freeing for me, and we've really worked hard on being the type of person you would want to be around, because we don't have drag out
Yeah, I'm not super blow ups anymore.
No.
Saying those things I do regret, and I have apologized. So that also impacted me to try to figure out who I am as a person naturally and not behave a certain way.
So we find out stuff about ourselves when we're dealing with others, especially in relationships. So that's you've learned quite a bit. How about from your side? Do you ever feel like Renee or I were too involved in your relationship?
In some ways, like kind of feeling cornered.
Cornered. Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah, because when Jay has not just about our relationship, but just life stuff in general, he needs help.
Sure.
I guess feeling comfortable to go to his parents, I don't have that. Because my parents don't really talk to me, so I feel alone.
We, as parents, will always look out for our son. And at the same time, we apologize if our intent came across in a way where you felt like you are on, the opposing team in a sense. It's Renee, Jay, and I, and then it's you, and you got nobody else here. So I can appreciate where cornered may come in. Okay, so, whoa. I see we got some tears over there. What did I miss? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault.
I mean, if we're gonna get to know each other, talk to me. What's going on?
One thing about me, it's hard for me to express my feelings.
Okay, what did I say that triggered your emotion?
I haven't seen my parents much.
Right.
They were supposed to come. Remember that one weekend?
Yes, I was a bit shocked.
They said they had some things to take care of in the house.
So I'm gonna go ahead and call BS on that. That is a weak excuse for I don't want to do it. And it's extremely disappointing that you would get that from your parents.
My parents are getting older. My siblings are getting older. I mean, I haven't met one of my nephews. So now I feel like not just distance, literally, we're not really connected. There's a lot of emotional disconnect. Jay and his family have showed me a lot about you make time for the things that matter. And it has made me feel kind of sad and disappointed that I don't have that with my own family.
I once had a conversation with my mom where I never felt like she acknowledged anything I did. I didn't do anything right. That's how I felt growing up. Later on, when I had that adult conversation with her, I found out that she basically came the same way and she didn't know any differently. If possible, you may have to have that conversation with your parents to get a better understanding of why things work the way they work so that you can move on. Because as long as you hold on to something, it eats at you. So when you're cooking mole, you're crying in the kitchen and all of a sudden, it's not cooking mole anymore. It's, a session on the couch. Pamela is planning for a wedding. To not have her own family here, a part of it, it's a bit sad, I feel for her. I imagine she's lonely. We're supposed to be having fun here cooking, not crying over the
It's the
spill.
peppers and stuff.
Yes, the peppers are still. You're right.
Yeah, it's the.
I can still see the peppers. You are absolutely correct. You feeling better about the situation?
Yes.
I'm not just the cooking. You
Yes.
feeling better? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
thank you. I appreciate the advice or concern. I wasn't expecting him to like, oh, like, are you okay? And ask if I'm okay, because we don't have that strong relationship. But I was able to share something about myself too, as not just his son's partner or his daughter-in-law, of just me, like who was I or who I've always been and things like that. So it was nice.
Jay, you should taste it first since this is your woman.
Yeah, that's great.
Really?
I would not lie to you about food. Great.
What about you, Renee?
Oh, that's it. It's tender.
Man, that's good. But don't forget, Jay doesn't know how to cook, so don't feel like you got to be stuck in there.
Oh yeah.
And he can help cook.
And he will clean after I cook.
Hey,
Babe,
What? Hello?
we have to get ready. Okay?
Okay.
Drop them ribs.
We've been looking for a place for a long time, and my good old buddy Ben, can always count on him. He hooked us up with a realtor, and we're gonna meet her today.
Today's a big day. I'm excited. Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
You're not even, babe, are you dressed?
Nope.
It's been way overdue, 5 years living with your parents, and we're getting married soon. I think it's time for our more privacy.
It's definitely time. Hello. Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir, may I fetch a ride?
Hello, Dad.
Hello.
hey guys, we got a slight problem. The van's not working.
Do you know why it's not working?
I'm not sure.
Do you think it's fixable?
Even if I get it started today, I'd hate for it to be an issue when we're somewhere and now I can't get you back.
I'm really disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm almost pissed, really.
Almost. I'm already pissed. Now we can't go to apartments. I mean, we're gonna have to call up people and be like, hey, sorry, can we reschedule an appointment? Because we don't have a ride. Like, people don't really care. Like, they can empathize with you and be like, oh, that's so sad. But they're gonna put another person right in your slot and not think anything about it. I'm gonna call NET and see if they have any availability today.
Okay.
In addition to my dad, we also use accessible transportation that we have in our area too.
Yes.
But it's a lot harder to get those kind of services without a reservation.
I really hope we find something.
NET Ride Service, how can I help you today?
Hello, my name is Jay Manuel, and I'm trying to find out if you guys have availability today to take my fiance and I. We're both in power wheelchairs.
How many are you?
It's 2.
2 wheelchairs?
Yes, 2 power wheelchairs.
2 power wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like our next availability for 2 power wheelchairs is 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's not gonna work for this particular situation, so. I think I'm more just frustrated with the lack of accessibility in our area in general. Like, it's not just the van situation. Like, it's more so just the fact that we can't easily get to places just like the average person, like, that wants to get out and experience life can. Like, that's what really frustrates me, is that we have to, like, take all these extra steps just to do the most basic things.
This is now becoming more of a stress because we have so much to do right now. Yeah, I know you don't want to live in the city, but like there's a lot more options when it comes to transportation. Jay and I, we have a lot going on, like moving out, looking at apartments, and planning for the wedding, and not having transportation. It feels overwhelming. Like we're really almost trapped.